Hi, I love an excuse to come up to the UP. I'm really happy to be here. It was a beautiful drive, and once the rain was gone and the sky was clear, the change of the colors were phenomenal. And then I got to walk into the Copper Country Community Arts Center and see more beautiful colors. So I'm an artist as well, and so this is hard not to say. It was not easy. It was not easy. It was not difficult for me to say, yes, I'll be here. And I'm very happy to be joining you tonight. I really I want to tell you a little bit about my background and why I think it's so important to build green. And maybe you aren't asking that question at all anymore, but you'll get that question asked by you as you move forward. No doubt about it. I was raised my family for 20 years. I'm actually a grandmother now, and during those busy years, I kind of did a little bit of a Rip Van Winkle-ette thing. Rip Van Winkle-ette. I was finding things about the environment that were going on. I had a little collection of, not so small, collection of magazines, information about the problem with the fish in the ocean and the changes in the fish populations. I have an article that goes back 10 years about Mexico City sinking because of the aquifers under that city being emptied out by the increasing population there. These little things that were here and there about biodiversity and the changes in our environment, but it hadn't sunk in until I made a kind of a career shift from working with a nonprofit organization that helped low-income homeowners. We had a recycling center for construction materials, and that's what kind of headed me where I am now. But I decided to go back and study sustainable business at Aquinas College and took an ecology class and an environmental sciences class. And where I had considered myself an environmentalist, and gosh, we put 6-inch studs in the addition on our house, you know, and and it faces south, and I was, I have to confess, I was greenwashing my life, essentially. I'm sure I recycled, but it took a shift. It took me having to look at the truth and believe what I hear about climate change and the environment for it to really hit me. And so I decided that I wanted to go into sustainability in a serious way and discovered the U.S. Green Building Council. And the U.S. Green Building Council is taking environmentalism very seriously. This organization was developed in 1993. I want you to know about what LEED's going to mean for this project for you in this community, because whether you know it or not, and some of you might know it, you are all leaders in green building because you're in this room. You're leaders because you're in this room and you've got a project in this community that's going to be LEED, but you're also leaders because you're here because you've thought enough about wanting to do this that you're going to be learning a lot more, and you will soon be the leaders with more information than a lot of people have. You can be an expert in about a year. Is that about right, Karen? Do you think it takes about a year to be an expert in green building? And then once you're an expert, you understand how much more there is to learn. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about LEED, but before I barrel ahead, if I put a big gauge on the wall, and this was like, I know nothing about LEED, and this is, I know pretty much, and this is, I'm an expert. Who would be putting themselves in this section? If you'd raise your hand. You know a little bit about it, you've heard about it, you read it. Oh, great. And then who would put yourself up in that middle section? You really know quite a bit. You understand the categories and the, okay. And then we got a couple experts. Somebody who's been on a job is on a job right now, and that would be you, Karen? Great. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead with some history and talk about the categories that you'll be able to look at for your building